up? So, you've got yourself a cool t-shirt, hopefully one of these Dream Big Laflairparkour ones that you can pick up at www.laflairparkour.com. But, instead of a t-shirt, you're like, man, I wish I could make that into a tank top. And this is how. Not bad, huh? First thing we're going to do is cut this neckline. What we want to do is actually cut it not all the way down past this seam. I actually like to cut it right where the seam is. If we go too far, then it's going to look a little funky. Let's try it, okay? Let's see how it looks. Cool. Once we cut the neckline down, make sure there's no little frays or anything. It just makes it a little bit nicer so you don't look like a meathead with a tight neckline, and you'll see. It looks cool. Okay, so you cut your neckline, you're happy with it. You could always go back if you want to cut it deeper or make some weird V-neck or anything like that. Up to you. But remember, less, can't add, you can always subtract. That is going to be important for this next part. So remember, this is going to be your shoulder line. So if we cut this too small, and it could get a little funky. Let's cut it wide, go right to the seam here, maybe a little bit less, and then same thing, we're going to take that line down just below the armpit. Reason being, if we want to make it deeper or make it more like one of those weird California cut styles, you could always cut away. Let's go. So the way I like to do it is this seam comes out to about here. Where I cut, I don't want to cut that line in. I think that would look weird. So I'm actually going to try almost to draw a straight line, just barely touching it, and then come down to here. So it's one straight line all the way up. Now when doing this, make sure it doesn't crinkle up on you, because you don't want to cut it and then have these weird lines in there. You want it to be a pretty straight line, okay? Now, if you see down here, there's a little bit of a hiccup. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to clean up that back edge. Okay? So you've cut one sleeve off. No matter what happens, you're going to kind of have to make it even. So there's two ways you could do it. You could just eyeball it, or if you like, you could try to match up your sleeves like this. So matching up your sleeves will give you an idea how far down you need to start, how far over you need to end, okay? There's something called, I don't know, like a chalk or something, but pretty much you could take any sort of chalk and just make a line here, or you could even trace that line out if you wanted. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. I put it on there. I have a sense of where it's going to be, so I'm going to cut in. Back, look at our seam. So I guess I got a little funky on this back edge. It must have been folded under. It's okay. Luckily it gave me a little bit more. It didn't take away too much. So I'm just going to go back and clean it up. There it is. Now let's try it on and see if we need to make any adjustments. And that's it. You got yourself a tank. The lines will naturally want to roll in a little bit, and you can actually roll them yourself just so the seams aren't so dramatic. Roll it in like that. Again, if you ever want to cut a little bit more, or you don't want this to be so wide, that's on you. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching. Thanks for buying. You do not have one yet. You can go to www.Laflairparkour.com and pick up your Dream Big shirt there. Peace out.